Minimalist Rule 1. The Ben Franklin Rule. Named after the founding father who valued order and productivity, the Ben Franklin Rule suggests that everything should have a designated place. This principle extends beyond physical items to include digital files, work responsibilities, and even thoughts and ideas. By creating a home for everything, you enhance organization and efficiency. This rule's holistic approach improves not only your physical space, but also your mental clarity. Knowing where everything is and having a place for every task or thought reduces stress and boosts productivity. It's about creating a structured environment that supports your overall well-being. Minimalist Rule 2. The Iceberg Rule. Imagine your clutter is like an iceberg. What you see on the surface is just a small part of the whole picture. The Iceberg Rule teaches us that the real clutter often lies beneath the surface: emotional baggage, negative feelings, and limiting beliefs that we don't always recognize. When we tackle these underlying issues, decluttering becomes less about sorting physical items and more about addressing the root causes of our disorganization. By acknowledging and addressing these deeper emotional layers, you can create a more meaningful and lasting change in your life. This approach helps in clearing not just your home, but also your mind, leading to a more peaceful and organized existence. Start by reflecting on what might be driving your clutter, perhaps old fears or unresolved issues, and tackle those first. Minimalist Rule 3. The One-Touch Rule. The one-touch rule is deceptively simple but incredibly effective. The concept is straightforward. Whenever you use an item, put it away immediately. This might seem like a small habit, but its impact on your organization is profound. By adopting this rule, you prevent clutter from accumulating because every item has a designated place and you keep your space consistently tidy. This approach also fosters a mindset of immediate action and responsibility. No more tossing your keys on the counter or leaving dishes in the sink. Instead, you build a habit of maintaining order in real time, reducing stress and saving time. As a result, you'll find your home more organized and your daily life more streamlined. Did you find the video helpful so far? Please consider liking the video and type "I am a minimalist" in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to participate in future giveaways. Minimalist Rule 4. The Equivalent Exchange Rule. Before you make a purchase, consider the total cost of ownership, not just the price tag. The Equivalent Exchange Rule encourages you to think about the time, mental space, and opportunity costs associated with new items. For instance, a new smartphone might seem enticing, but it also brings additional responsibilities like setup, maintenance, and potential worries about damage. This rule helps you make more informed decisions by evaluating the full impact of your purchases. By understanding what you're giving up for each new item, you can make choices that genuinely enhance your life, rather than simply adding to your clutter. It's a powerful way to ensure that your purchases contribute positively to your overall well-being. Minimalist Rule 5. The Poop Rule. The poop rule might sound humorous, but it's a clever way to assess whether an item is worth keeping. Ask yourself if you'd be willing to clean poop off an item before deciding to keep it. This rule helps evaluate the true value and practicality of possessions, both physical and digital. By applying this rule, you force yourself to consider the long-term commitment of ownership. If something doesn't truly bring you joy or serve a purpose, it's time to let it go. This playful approach makes decluttering more manageable and helps you make decisions that lead to a more organized and stress-free environment. Congratulations! You've made it halfway through the video, and we're thrilled to have you here with us. So we have a special surprise for you, which is the Millionaire Mindset ebook, Your Key to Wealth Creation. Grab your free copy by clicking the link below. Minimalist Rule 6. The One-In, One-Out Rule. Prevent clutter from creeping back into your life with the One-In, One-Out Rule. For every new item you bring into your home, make sure to remove one existing item. This rule helps maintain balance and prevents the slow accumulation of unnecessary stuff. It's a practical approach to keep your space manageable and organized over time. This principle encourages thoughtful consumption and forces you to consider the value of each new purchase. Do you really need that new sweater, or could you part with an old one to maintain equilibrium? By adhering to this rule, you become more deliberate about your possessions, creating a more intentional and clutter-free environment. Minimalist Rule 7. Put function before form. When decluttering, focus on the functionality of items rather than their aesthetics. The put function before form rule might seem counterintuitive in a world that values stylish decor, but prioritizing usefulness leads to a more practical and organized space. For example, instead of keeping a decorative but rarely used gadget, opt for items that serve a clear purpose and enhance your daily life. This rule transforms your home into a space where every item has a function and contributes to your well-being. By choosing functionality over form, you create a more streamlined environment that's both practical and aesthetically pleasing in its own way. It's about making thoughtful choices that serve your needs and simplify your life. Minimalist Rule 8. The use it or lose it rule. Take a moment to look around your space. How many items do you see that haven't been touched in months? The use it or lose it rule is a call to action for those unused possessions. If something hasn't served a purpose or brought you joy recently, it's time to let it go. This rule isn't just about decluttering. It's about freeing yourself from the mental and emotional weight of unused stuff. Applying this rule helps create a more functional and stress-free environment. Each item you keep should have a clear purpose and value in your life. By letting go of things you don't use, you open up space for what truly matters, making your home feel more organized and less burdensome. Minimalist Rule 9. The 5-minute rule. Feeling overwhelmed by the thought of decluttering? The 5-minute rule is your solution. Set a timer for just 5 minutes and commit to working on a decluttering project during that time. This small commitment often leads to more extended efforts, as starting is frequently the hardest part of organizing. By breaking down decluttering into manageable chunks, you lower the barrier to getting started. This approach makes the process less daunting and can lead to significant progress over time. Embrace the 5-minute rule to maintain momentum and keep your space organized without feeling overwhelmed. Minimalist Rule 10. The 30-day rule. Have you ever bought something on a whim, only to regret it later? The 30-day rule is your new best friend in combating impulse buys. Here's how it works. Before you make a purchase, whether it's a new gadget, a trendy item, or even an enticing sale, hit pause. Give yourself a full 30 days to think it over. This simple rule transforms your buying habits by allowing the initial excitement to fade, giving you the chance to evaluate if you truly need the item or if it was just a fleeting desire. By applying the 30-day rule, you prevent yourself from cluttering your space with items you don't genuinely need. This period of reflection not only saves you money, but also helps you make more intentional and thoughtful purchases. The end result: a more organized home and a wallet that feels a little heavier, all thanks to a month of mindful decision-making. And there you have it, -10 minimalist rules that can transform your space and your life. Embracing these principles not only helps you declutter, but also fosters a more intentional and stress-free environment. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fintubertalks for more practical advice on minimalist and frugal living.